So what is going on, guys? Nando Prince 93 here, and we are doing everyday carry tech bag iPad Pro Edition 12.9 inch. I know I've been documenting, switching over from a MacBook Pro to an iPad Pro with iPadOS, and so far I've been loving it. It's been about 8-9 days, and still no regrets. There's nothing that I'm missing really from the MacBook. Even I thought I would miss a trackpad or something along the lines, or the keyboard, but at the same time, I think the keyboard on the iPad Pro Slim Folio case, or whatever you want to call it, is actually better than the butterfly keyboard on the MacBook Pro, which is saying something. So I just wanted to show you guys, my everyday carry for work purposes, for when I travel. It's pretty simple, very minimalistic approach on what I bring with me at all times, especially now because the iPad Pro is so much lighter, so much smaller. So I'm coming from the 15-inch 2016 MacBook Pro. So we'll start with the bag. I'll run some B-roll as I talk about it. So this is a Timbuktu Messenger Bag. I love it. I think I got it on Amazon, I want to say a year ago, for $70 maybe. I think the retail price on this thing is about 100, but I'll put a link in the description below if you guys like it. It's a waterproof material. It's got, the big zipper on the back for a laptop or an iPad. It's got the little pass-through for if you want to bring it on top of a luggage bag, where you put the luggage, but I don't even know what to call it, the handle. It goes through here, so it stays on there when you're going through the airport. It's got these hooks here, right, or latches to help you out, and it kind of opens into the actual pocket. So it's got a bunch of compartments, bunch of pockets, bunch of Velcro, pockets on every single side that you could imagine to fit in. Here, you got them on here, you got the cup holder here, another zipper on this side. So I'm just gonna start taking stuff out and showing you guys, right? So I'll save the iPad Pro for last because you guys know what that looks like. But for my everyday carry, we'll start with, all my cables. So got the classic USB-C brick with USB-C cable that came with the iPad Pro. Then I have a USB-A to USB-C, which I'll show you guys what I plug this in for. This is more for my on-the-go charging, right? So I have an external battery. It's about 10,000 milliamps. I think I got this on Groupon, I'll be honest, but if I find a similar one on Amazon, or even if I find the Groupon link, I'll share it below. It's got a wireless charging pad here, and it also wirelessly charges itself. So if you really want to, sometimes at night, what I'll do is I have my wireless charging pad, I'll put this on top of the pad, and then put my phone on top of this, so then everything charges at once. It's only got one USB-A output, but it does charge via micro USB or even USB-C. So I can charge this, so I charge this with this, and then I use this to charge my actual iPad Pro when I'm on the go. So these all kind of pair within each other, right? And then I have, a USB-A to USB-C dongle, which I use for mouse support for now because I'm still waiting to get a hyperdrive. I'm deciding on which one. There's so many on the market now, but I did see one called iAdapt that B&H is gonna have soon, and that looks cool, so be on the lookout for that video. I think it's about $100, but I'll show you guys. Then I got, regular, pretty generic Microsoft mouse. Again, I need to upgrade probably to the Magic Mouse that Apple has, or one that's fully wireless where I don't need a little dongle, a USB-A dongle to fit it in there, right? Then I have, this one's actually kind of funny. So I don't know if you guys have ever been to a Brookstone or pretty much any retail big shop, like a Marshall's or a Kohl's or something, where you go through the aisles when you're about to pay, and there's a bunch of stuff there. It's oh, $5 thing here, $1 here, $10 here. And this is one of those things that caught my eye, right? I think I got this as a stocking stuffer about 2-3 years ago. It's a Brookstone. If you guys see here, it just looks like a keychain with a little bottle opener on here. But this thing is coming in handy so much because look, it opens up and you have a USB-A to Lightning. So I always have this on me, whether I use it to open a bottle of, a beer, or if I need this as a last resort to charge. So I also use this with the external charger because, as you guys can see, I don't have a Lightning cable with me at all anymore. Because I usually either wirelessly charge my iPhone or use this as my emergency backup. So this thing, I think literally it was $5 at Brookstone, and one of the aisle items that they try to sell you at the end. It worked for them, but also this thing has lasted me 3 years, and I just kind of keep it hooked inside of my bag at all times. So this kind of all goes together, like I said. I do have my AirPods here, which I have in a little carrying case, which I use for all my Apple devices, my iPhone, my iPad. I guess not my MacBook Pro anymore because I don't have it. But so that's always with me. And then let me move on to the back, right? So the back, like I said, it's got this little Velcro strap, and in here is where I house my iPad Pro, 12.9 inch. I love how thin this thing is. The Apple Pencil, again, with the Smart Folio keyboard, there's no latch that helps keep the Apple Pencil locked in. The magnet is relatively strong, let's say, see if you try to shake it off, it won't come off. But it does every now and then. If I keep it in my bag and I don't take it out for a while and I'm moving around a lot, like walking through New York City, I'll end up finding the pencil at the bottom of the bag. But I would say it happens, 2 out of 10 times. So not too often. I haven't had that issue a lot. It just kind of happens when I'm throwing my bag around. So, that's pretty much all I have with me at all times, right? So we have iPad Pro to do all my work stuff, my editing, my hobbies, my media consumption. I got my on-the-go charger with all the respective cables to charge the charger itself or to charge my other devices. And then also, I'm going to put a little B-roll of the stand that I use, the tripod. I think, again, got it for less than 20 bucks on Amazon. It's been working great, and I use it, and I usually keep it in my cup holder in here. So, I got my cables, I got my emergency lightning cable. Like I said, I highly recommend getting something like this where I know they make them all the time where you can put it maybe on your keychain. It doesn't have to be this big bottle opener. There's like some very, very small ones where it comes in as an emergency, because like we know, the older the iPhones get, the worse the battery gets. And my iPhone is it's almost 2 years old. I'm using the iPhone 10, the original iPhone 10. Then I got my AirPods here, ready to go, and my USB-C charging brick for my iPad, mouse for the mouse support. And like I said, this is pretty much all what I have on me at all times. And then the only thing I'm missing really are 2 things. External hard drive, which I don't really need yet because I'm rocking a 256 gig hard drive on this one. And I haven't found the need to get a hard drive, but I will at some point. Trust me, I will at some point. And then I also need some sort of hub. I've seen a lot where it goes from USB-C to the hub, and then the hub to the MacBook, or not to the MacBook, to the iPad Pro, and it's kind of like a charger that has a bunch of different IOs in there. I've seen ones that attach directly into the USB-C here and kind of just stick out, and then I saw the one, like I said, by iAdapt, which I think I'm gonna get that one, where it kind of just sticks on to the corner of the iPad. It sticks up to the corner of the iPad right here, and then there's a tiny cord that goes into the USB-C here, and it kind of just chills on here, which I really, really like. So it's very minimal. That's gonna do it, guys. That is my iPad Pro everyday carry, iPad Pro edition. I haven't found the need, or I don't feel like I'm missing anything at any time. I also got my chapstick in here. I got some gum, all that good stuff. So, and the thing is that my bag is very, very light at all times, which is what I love. I used to have my MacBook. My MacBook was in a case. I had my MacBook charger, which was that big brick, the 65-watt charger. So there was a lot of things that started to add up, which, especially when you're walking around New York, it's heavy. And with a messenger bag where it's only on one shoulder. So, but I highly recommend this bag. It's waterproof. It's a year old, like I said. It still looks brand new. It's got a bunch of latches. You can really overstuff this. I fit a lunch in here, water bottles, clothes, like gym clothes, while also having all this stuff in here. And it does stretch out a little bit, which is nice. So that's gonna do it for the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps get the videos noticed. And I appreciate the time, guys.